The Chiefs outlast the Falcons 22-17, improving to a perfect 3-0 on the season as they beat the Dirty Birds. And there was high drama, though. You can't have an NFL game that's a one-score game without high drama. So we had that. If you're watching the game, you know what I'm about to say, but possibly not. You might have missed it. So everyone focused on one moment in time, just one moment in time, fourth quarter. The Falcons matriculating the ball down the field, looking to take the lead. It was a fourth down play, and Kirk Cousins threw a pass to the end zone. To the end zone on fourth down to the tight end, Kyle Pitts. But no, the play was broken up. But wait a minute. What's going on? There's the safety for the Chiefs, Brian Cook, whoever that is. I don't know who that is. But Brian Cook, the safety for the Chiefs, who made clear contact with Kyle Pitts before the ball got there. Even if you've never been a referee, just watching football, what is that? That's right. It's pass interference. But the referee said no and chose not to make the call. No pass interference on the defense, and that was that. And the Falcons, they had another opportunity, but they're done after that, as it turns out. So let us discuss the question. Did the NFL officials meddle here to help keep Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs undefeated? So I've got Disco, Marvelous, and Copycat. And we will combine all of these things together and make sunny days ahead. All right, so to answer the question, did the officials in this game meddle with that call? If you go to the desert, will you find salt? I've not been to a desert that does not have salt. I have not been. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. To infinity and beyond, the answer is yes, right? Now, am I going to go all the way and say, well, it was a rigged deal? Was it rigged? Or did the NFL officials just randomly decline to do their job? The blind leading the blind here, right? Shout out Blind Scott, Blind Emmett, Inca Terror, all the other blind listeners that we have. But swallowing the whistle. And listen, I'm on team swallow the whistle. But when it comes to the relationship between Andy Reid in this era of the Chiefs and the referees, it is disco. It's KC and the Sunshine Band for the Chiefs here. It's get down tonight, and that's the way I like it when the officials make those calls. I love it. The safety, I got to stress it. So I'm watching the game, and yeah, I might have had a little bit down on the Atlanta Falcons, but that's aside the point. All right, that's aside the point. So the safety Cook, all right, this guy, his head is turned. His entire body. He wasn't playing the ball. He didn't even turn to look at the ball. He was playing Kyle Pitts. It's hard to do that, to turn your head to play the ball when you are wrapping your arms around the receiver. And it's even more lighter fluid for the deep state conspiracy that the NFL is looking out for the Chiefs. Not so much because they love Patrick Mahomes, but because of a certain singer named Taylor Swift. That's what this is all about. So the back judge on this play was completely frozen. I don't know if they charged him for a ticket. Maybe he got one online, but he was just observing. And he actually had the power to make the call. It was right in front of him. All right, now speaking of the investment the NFL has here, how are things looking for Travis Kelce in that Chiefs offense after now 3 games? So this is another one of those cover your eyes situations here. And while the Chiefs appear to be getting an assist from the Zebras, they're not getting much help from their all-star tight end, movie star, TV star, podcast star, not football star right now. No, he doesn't have that part of it. That's not part of the equation. Man. All right, and the pop love story for all the tabloids and the social media world, not living up to his end of the bargain. Not at this point here. This was supposed to be, I was told, the Travis Kelce breakout game. The Travis Kelce breakout game. This was going to be it. So how did that go? Kelce was targeted 5 times. He had 4 catches. All right, 4 catches. We got something. 30 yards. No touchdowns. And an average of 7.5 yards per catch. And the store brand tight end, generic brand tight end, that's Travis Kelce at this particular point. Now, the question must be asked. There's many questions. Is it his age? Is he now suddenly past his athletic prime and he's in his mid-30s? Is it the rock and roll lifestyle? Is that why hanging out, traveling the world with Taylor Swift in those private planes? Is it just merely a slump? Is this a passing situation? He looked like he was done last year, and then in the playoffs, whatever kind of magic potion Kelce took, he was not done in the playoffs. He turned things around. But overall, on the year, Travis Kelce, 8 catches, 69 yards, and no touchdowns in 3 games. And those are the kind of numbers. I mean, he actually have some touchdowns, but those are the kind of numbers, catches, and yards he'd have in 1 game. But 8 catches, 69 yards. It was the marvelous late Marvin Hagler who famously said of his world in boxing, he gave the famous quote, "It's very tough to get out of bed and do that road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas." And right now, Travis Kelce is, he's got really nice pajamas, silk, highest quality bed sheets you can possibly get, but you got to do better and be better. Right now, you look at that Chiefs offense, and they're not dynamic, they're not amazing. They're 3-0, which is great, but you've got the fast and the furious star, Rashee Rice, who is the man, the big play guy, and he's got looming legal problems, but he's the big play guy. And then after that, it's a plotting team. The Chiefs are a plotting team again, like they were last year. They won the Super Bowl, but Hollywood Brown's not walking through that door. He's out for the year. And if he is walking through that door, he's got probably a booty on or something like that. All right, now, last word here. We move to the broadcast world. A number of you said, what about Tom Brady? All right, so Tom Brady was again calling the Cowboys game because every time Fox has the Cowboy game, he will be calling the game. He will not be calling a Cowboy game next week because Fox does not have the Cowboys next week. But Brady was back on Fox calling the Cowboy-Ravens game, and a misleading final score as the stat bandito did it yet again. Dak Prescott, garbage time stats. But Brady taking shrapnel yet again. So the latest on this, a longtime sports writer and award-winning best-selling author, Don Van Natta. You know who that is? No, you don't know who that is? Yeah, nobody knows who writers are. Anyway, this guy ripped Tom Brady's voice. This thing started bouncing around, and people say, oh, yeah, that's the problem. He doesn't have the pipes. Your thoughts? So I think this is fair criticism. I believe this is actually fair criticism here. And it goes back to the point that Brady was never supposed to be a broadcaster. He wasn't. It's not like he dreamt as a little kid, I have a voice for broadcasting. No, Tom Brady is a football player. He's a $350 million testimonial to the jockocracy of broadcasting. But you look at the voice range for Tom Brady, and he's got more of a tenor voice, more of a high-pitched voice. And as was pointed out, when he's teamed up with Kevin Burkhardt, who's got this baritone voice, it creates a problem. You've got extremes, not great. And you toss in the biggest issue. If Brady sounded the way he sounds, but was actually giving good commentary, that would be okay. But he sucks. That's a problem, right? I mean, he's generic, cliche-filled Tom Brady commentary. But the Brady blahs in the broadcast booth. You're still waiting for that amazing insight, that engaging wisdom. But he's the GOAT. Give him time. $350 million. I got to give him time? That $350 million, I got to give the guy time. How much time should I give the guy? What, does it take $600 million to get something good right away? Is that what it takes, $600 million? Man. Brady to me sounds like, and I was at the Rams game, but I was flipping around on my computer watching various games. But Brady sounds to me like he's merely a copycat. Like he's doing what he thinks an NFL broadcaster is supposed to do, which is just mimicking what everyone else does. There's nothing original there. It's just a rip-off version. It's like somebody decided here's what a broadcaster is going to be years ago, and Brady's just, okay. I bet you didn't even watch a lot of football broadcasts growing up. And certainly not in the NFL because he was playing and all that stuff. And so it's nothing unique. It's nothing original. It's just another voice out in the sea of audio. is what it is. And just like us, we're just a voice in the night, a lonely voice in the night.